EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And Walker once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
3rd and short, it's Levis. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Well, quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
59 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Meanwhile, Levis is this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Levis to throw it.
That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
1st and 10. It's Levis.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis back to throw.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Levis on 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Prescott to throw it.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
76 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Second down, Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
third and long for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Levis now on 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And Levis going back to the air. And Walker has it. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that.
The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to the air on second down. Levis. And Walker with it over the middle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Levis out of the gun on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Third down, it's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So on fourth down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 67 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
46.
Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott.
Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, here's Levis.
Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
153 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Here's Prescott.
That one down the field for Ferguson.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now it's Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Levis now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. Big strides, look at him go.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 67 yards.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, turning it up and just working through it methodically, they got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Left side to Lamb.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And again, it's Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
45-yard line.
Play action now. Levis. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. There he goes, left side. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it 24-13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This is 2nd and 8. Levis back to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarvion Overshown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be taken at the 10. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And now they're in the hurry-up. Prescott to throw it.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott.
That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving.
Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Prescott yet again. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Here we go on 4th down.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Now Prescott.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's third down. To throw, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Now Dak. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Dak. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.